Okay, there is no way around it anymore. We need to talk about Minecraft Bedrock Edition for a bit. Because in its current state, this game is absolutely broken. Now I want to say straight away, this is not a hate video. I don't hate Bedrock Edition. I want Bedrock Edition to be great. It is Minecraft. We all love Minecraft. I think we all want this game to be awesome, but the reality is that it is just not currently. Now, if you've been active in the Minecraft community over this past week, you have undoubtedly seen the immense flood of videos online about creators complaining about Minecraft Bedrock Edition. 4 days ago, I came across a video from a YouTuber named Evident, who is, in their own words, a Minecraft Bedrock Edition YouTuber, and they have made a full-blown 20-minute video complaining about Minecraft Bedrock Edition. In the video, they complained about multiple game-breaking bugs that are actually so bad that the game is literally not playable. You know, you have funny bugs that you can just kind of ignore, but they are there. And then you have the bugs that make it so that your game physically doesn't run. And that is what's currently happening. There is currently a bug inside of Bedrock Edition where your cursor is not fixed to the center of your screen when you're playing. Now you might think to yourself, do I care? Yes, you do, because that would mean if you go ahead and rotate in Minecraft, eventually your cursor will reach the end of the screen. And if that happens, if it leaves your screen, then Minecraft automatically pauses your game, because you're no longer focused on that window. This means that some players can just be playing Minecraft, jumping around, looking around, exploring the world, and then suddenly their game pauses. Because in the background, the cursor has left your screen. Now imagine having that essentially every single minute in game. That is unplayable. That literally means unplayable. Oh, and then there is the fact that they moved the settings button. There's also been a lot of controversy about this online, but the Minecraft Bedrock Edition settings button is now here. This small button all the way in the bottom left, which is like on the same level as your screenshots button and whatever this is. Achievements. Oh, okay. But the thing is, the settings, you need a lot. And your settings button used to be here, but now they replaced it with a browse add-ons button, aka the button where you can spend money. Microsoft is like, can I please have your credit card information, sir? I've seen quite a lot of controversy about this online. Phoenix SC is one of the creators that released a video about this subject. And while I totally agree that this is a scummy move, literally changing your settings, the button you need most, with an add-ons button, I think it mostly just shows where their priorities lie. Like the three most prominent and important buttons for the entirety of this game are go back to the game, quit the game, and spend money. The settings are tucked away here now. It's a small button because add-ons are more important than changing settings. Please give money to Microsoft. So poor company, they need more. And you might wonder, Kasai, why is this button not clickable for you? Well, that is one of the reasons I'm making this video. Because I've seen creators like Evident talk about the cursor issue and texture issues. And I've heard Phoenix SC talk about this whole new settings thing. But now I want to talk about my experience with Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Because this, what you're seeing right now, is the main reason I am physically unable to play Minecraft Bedrock Edition. It takes longer than expected to load the marketplace. That's always the case. So Minecraft Bedrock Edition, unlike Java, is essentially a live service game. For essentially everything you want to do in-game, you have to connect to Microsoft's and Mojang's servers. And this, for me, never works. This error you currently see, where it's not able to load the marketplace, Minecraft Bedrock Edition for me is so extremely buggy that every single time I boot this game, Bedrock Edition's mood can determine how great my experience is gonna be. This is, for example, what happens when I click on the servers tab of Minecraft Bedrock Edition. It is simply not loading. I've been here for a bit. It's not working at all. Then when I go and click on the marketplace, because of course I want to spend money, it is just gonna say it's checking for daily content, and there we go. It is taking longer than expected to load the marketplace. Please wait and we will get you in soon. Well, let me tell you, they're not getting me in soon. And every single time I boot Bedrock Edition, it's a coin flip. 50% chance that everything works and 50% chance that it doesn't. So let me go ahead and reboot my game. Okay, there we are again. Not working just yet. All right, maybe one more restart. Ah, there we go. The coin flipped correctly. You cannot make this up. Look at that, the marketplace has a fun little animation now when we go on play and we click on servers. Yep, it works. It should not be like this. And I know some of you will say, Kasai, just reinstall Bedrock, that will fix everything. Or your internet is just broken. Trust me, I've tried. I've had this issue for the past 1.5 years. In that time, I have reinstalled my entire operating system, Windows 11, 2 whole times. Both times, this issue didn't get fixed. And you could argue that my internet is the problem here, but why does every single other game and every single other application on my PC always work without any issue? Everything works. I have 0 issues with anything except for Bedrock Edition. It is simply buggy. And I'm not the only one who is experiencing these issues. And then there is dumb stuff, like every single button in the settings menu being extremely spread out, so that you have to scroll really far to even find what you're looking for. And also things like that you're not able to activate a resource pack while in game. Like, what do you mean? Why can you not do that? That is such a basic feature. But that is not even broken. That's not even a bug. That is intended. And I've not even touched upon the part that the performance of Bedrock Edition is just a lot worse than Java. Okay, maybe if you have a low-end PC, Bedrock Edition will run better on that than Java. But I'm currently running a 2080 Ti, which is a 6-year-old GPU, which is by no means a bad or low-end graphics card. Absolutely not. But you would think if Bedrock Edition is so much better optimized, that it would also just run a lot better on my 2080 Ti. But that is not the case. My Java edition is so much better performant. It is so much more snappy, and it just generally runs so much better and more smooth. It is actually insane. Why can Bedrock Edition not make use of my graphics card in the same way that Java can? It doesn't make sense. I'm confused. Oh yeah, and I completely forgot about the memory leak issue. I think both Evident and Phoenix SC actually touched upon that. But there's a memory leak issue where as time goes on, eventually if you're playing Bedrock Edition for long enough, it will take up all the memory of your entire PC and it will crash. Now I cannot get over the fact that this game is owned by one of the biggest corporations in the world. Yes, I know, Mojang Studios is the one who actually owns Minecraft, but Microsoft owns them. And if there is a company that has a budget to make like the best game in the world, it should be them. Why is Bedrock Edition so insanely buggy? There is literally no excuse. Something I do want to point out is that allegedly, and this is alleged, I've not found an official source that confirms this, but there are lots of different outlets that do say that this is the case. Minecraft Java Edition is apparently still being developed by Mojang Studios in Sweden. At the same time, Bedrock Edition is mostly being developed by a different department of Mojang Studios located in Redmond, Washington, USA. You know who also has a headquarter there? I don't even think I have to say it. Again, don't know if it's true, but it would make a lot of sense. It is so weird to see Java Edition on one side being so solid and everything just works, and then Bedrock Edition is so extremely buggy that even Bedrock players are now calling it unplayable. It really doesn't feel like it is made by the same developers, and allegedly it is not, but I'm not sure on that. Now, I'm making this video just to spread awareness and bring more attention to this subject. Like I said at the start, I don't hate Bedrock Edition. Actually, I want Bedrock Edition to be great. I want this to be a solid game, just like Java, but it is not in its current state. And even if you love Bedrock Edition, you should not be blind for the fatal flaws that the game currently has. If you want the game to become better, at times you also have to point out what is not good and what is not going well. Bedrock currently has a lot of issues, and let's bring this to Mojang's attention so that hopefully they're gonna fix it and actually make Bedrock Edition playable again. And that's it for now. Do make sure to subscribe to the channel, join my Discord. Thank you so much, channel members. And then I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. See you later. Bye bye.